Hey. Hey, thanks for watching the video or clicking, whatever. This is a intuitive look on how I feel, where I say the most inflammatory things that I think are true and without proof. So if you want to watch, please keep watching. Elon Musk feels so fucking small. I think he feels smaller than Trump. You see, when Trump was elected, he thought he was going to be hot shit and then quickly realized that he was surrounded by snakes and that he couldn't really do anything, that even his cabinet members, J.D. Vance, had more power than he did. And he was surrounded by fake Star of David snakes and people who were pundits for that. Elon thought Trump had more power than he believed in Trump and what he said, and what Trump said he can do. Well, he didn't do shit. So Elon got upset. Not only did Elon get upset because Trump isn't doing anything, but he takes it personally that Trump is pretty much, not doing anything for Elon. So Elon leaves. He throws a big hissy fit. Trump is like, look, I can't even help that kid. Whatever. And then Elon goes into the communal bicycle. He goes on the communal bicycle, which is the CIA, and starts a Psyop and helps fund a Psyop, a civil war, to try to create this contestment in a way that Trump couldn't deliver. And I think Elon Musk is being backed by the fake Star of David people for sure. For sure. I that's what I think. Oh yeah, that's what I think. Oh Jesus, is my fucking video gonna get taken down for what I think? Entertainment, of course. Entertainment. But if you want to take it as truth, I mean, obviously. Anyways, so yeah, Elon Musk is a little sour. He was a little sour puss. Really sour puss that Trump, reneged on a lot of things that he felt like Trump had the power to change, which Trump didn't have the power to change. And then he starts to realize that later on. I guess it seems that the fake Star of David people, who have infiltrated everything, are working some sort of back-end deals to make a civil war happen, or some to continue the contestment of the left and the right. So he gets on Fruzy, he goes to speak for the British fucking right, which is a fucking joke. Like, Elon, you can't speak for anybody, okay? He gets on there, and the guy asks him, like, do you think that there's a principality essentially behind the parliament of the UK? And Elon says, well, what the left does is the left just tries to, bring all of these immigrants in, and so that you can't really defend your country and defend, integrity and you can't That's not what he asked you, Elon. He asked you if there's a principality behind every single fucking government and parliament that could be pulling strings and influencing governments and bureaucracy. That's what he asked you, and you just sat there and tap danced. I knew that you were it's obvious, but Elon is such a little insecure, little flake. And I guess Trump feels like that too. And, these puppeteers are really puppeting the strings of this puppet right now. Are really commandeering those strings right now and pulling that man in a certain direction. I'm sure they said something, or what it feels to me when I align my chakras, it feels like fucking Elon got a back-end deal to say, look, if you can incite, if you can maintain this, you know, we'll help your little, you know, businesses. We'll do. Elon's like, yeah, okay, yeah. He's trying to be a figurehead now, the new figurehead of a movement. Bitch, you could never. You don't have the chops, Elon. You can't even formulate a full sentence without stuttering because you lie so goddamn much. So, no, you can't. You can't harness the energy to control a mass of people either. You don't have it. And I think you know you don't have it. And although you like to pretend that you're higher on the totem pole, that even Trump has to listen to you, you quickly realize within Trump's candidacy or presidency that you couldn't do shit. And that Trump couldn't do shit. And that made you mad. And how I know that you were talking shit about Trump around his cabinet and you were freely talking shit about him is because your child, your very own child, told the president to his face, you can't fucking do anything. And he cursed too. He cussed. He said, you can't fucking do anything. You're not the fucking real president. Where would he get that idea from, Elon? You had that little bastard. You had that child around all over your campaigning and doing all of this. That child heard a lot of shit. That's why that child felt like that. Like the reason why your child felt like Trump wasn't shit is because you were walking around colluding with people who felt like he wasn't shit. Trump is surrounded by fucking snakes. And Trump knows it. That's why he looks like a fucking dog with his tail covering his whole taint and crotch. He's just walking around looking real sour, looking real defeated. Isn't Trump looking really defeated nowadays? Why do you think that is? It's because his principality. It's because the principality behind him really let him know that you don't have any fucking power. Hell, Ivanka probably has more power than Trump does because she at least is sucking off one of the fake Star of David people, at least. Trump, you don't have shit. And I think Elon is squirming around trying to figure out, well, how do I get up the ladder? How does he maintain relevancy? You can't, bitch. Nobody likes you. The only time anyone likes you, Elon, is when you're trying to be a panderer for whatever cause they are trying to pull or push. So like if a group of people or a group of people in Britain want to say, get the fucking immigrants out, then they'll use you as someone who can be encouraging or someone who can to validate their cause. Okay? You have no real power. I think you know that. You're not saying shit. And honestly, when you said that, when you had that interview and that mass millions of people in the UK, and they heard you say basically, no, you deflected and you misdirected back onto the left. People saw that shit. They were like, no, it's about the government and the people beyond the government. And you're sitting up here saying, it's the left. It's the left. And they just want to bring in all these immigrants. It's like, if y'all are just so stupid, nobody can help you. Nobody can help you if you're this stupid. Okay? And by you being this stupid, I've been doing a lot of projection in this voice, in this recording. But by you, I just mean people who want to sit here and talk about the left and the right and why the right is doing and the left is they don't believe in vaccine and they shut up. Everybody shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. Your governments don't give a shit about you. And by you, I mean both parties. Okay? I think that's pretty evident right now, right? Okay, so when Elon said something about the left as you conglomerate of the right, you should have said, boo, Elon, boo. That's not why we're here. We're here to fucking reign on the fucking parliament of the UK because they've been proven to be corrupt on both Democratic and Republic. They've been proven to be corrupt. And it's not like Elon wouldn't know about this. He's colluding with all of the people who, just like any other politician is. Why wouldn't he know? And then y'all just sat there and ate it up. Well, y'all didn't eat it up. y'all just kind of were just like, okay, well, as long as you think that we're right, yeah, they're taking our jobs, yeah, they're taking our jobs. And absolutely, there might have been a push to ruin, not even ruin, there's a psyop to ruin with this idea of the Caucasian race, blonde hair, blue eyes. But that's not coming from the left. That's coming from a principality beyond both parties. And I think you know what that is. And yeah, so, everyone maintain focus, sharpen up. Sharpen up.